And that game will be on ESPN3 Thursday at 6 o'clock, the first of our two Thursday night games. The second is Presbyterian at Wake Forest, 6:30 p.m. on E3. And we'll bring in the head coach of the Presbyterian College Blue Hose, Harold Nichols. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, Mark.
Hope you can open up with your thoughts on how your preseason camp went, and then give us your thoughts on Wake. We'll take any questions.
Well, I'm excited to be game week. We feel like we've had a really good camp. We've come out of it healthy, and which is always a good thing this time of the year, outside of the normal bumps and bruises that you get. But excited about this football team. I think all coaches around the country are optimistic this time of year, and I'm no different. We've got some kids that are coming back that I think are ready to play, and excited about the opportunities that we've got here in 2013. Like I say, I think we've done a good job as a staff getting our kids prepared, and really looking forward to opening up Thursday night. We've got a tremendous opponent in Wake Forest. I have a lot of respect for Coach Grove and what he's done and accomplished there at Wake Forest. They've got a really good football team. They were, I think at one point in time, they were 5-4, looking to try to get to a bowl, and happened to win one of the last two, and were unable to do that. But they've got a really experienced quarterback in Tanner Price, who I think started 30-something games for them, and has done a really good job managing their offense. They've got a tremendous receiver in Michael Campanero, who's a fifth-year senior, who's going to be awful tough to contain. He's got me up at night wondering how we're going to be able to do that. We've got an outstanding tailback in Josh Harris, who is one of the better players in the ACC. They've got on the defensive side of the ball, they've got a tremendous player that's a nose guard by the name of Whitlock, who is just very, very difficult to block. And I don't care who he's playing against, whether it be Clemson, Notre Dame, whoever it may be. And just a tremendous player. Got some experience in the secondary, and so big challenge. We were up there in 2010 and opened up in a similar scenario. So we've got some kids on our football team that have kind of been in that arena and understand what we're going into. So excited about traveling up to Winston-Salem tomorrow and having this great opportunity.
All right, thanks, Coach. At this time, we'll take questions for Presbyterian head coach Harold Nichols. To ask a question, please press *1 on your phone at any time, or click the Q&A link near the top of your browser, and click raise hand if you join us via the web. Questions for Presbyterian College head coach Harold Nichols. Coach, I'll start off with a question. You alluded to opening up at Wake in 2010. Of course, you had that famous misdirection play for a touchdown. How's that play continue to be part of the conversation, just in your goings on, as well as not to tip your hand, but is there anything to expect of the sort this Thursday?
Well, I think it's going to take a little bit more than just bounce passes to beat Wake Forest Thursday night. That was a play that we had been practicing for a while. I think if you practice trick plays in practice, I think you need to call them in games, and just like any other play that you have. And the true key is calling it at the right time. And we called it at the right time back in 2010, and kids did a great job executing the play, and we was able to catch them off guard a little bit. But got a lot of mileage out of that. We've anytime you Google college football's top trick plays of all time, that usually comes up, and that's just a credit to those kids and how they executed it on that night. But it's just one play in a game, but got a lot of media interest. People have asked me about that play. Obviously, going back up there and playing Thursday night, I'm sure that their players won't forget that either, and neither will Coach Grove. But like I say, we bring in tricks every game, and but it's going to be more about getting lined up and playing fast on defense and executing on offense and being sound in the kicking game and all the things that you need to do, especially in first ball games. So, but exciting thing to be a part of. Got a lot of some national exposure from it, which was really neat, and we've got to focus on 70 plays and just not one on Thursday night.
All right, thanks, Coach. Right now, I'm not seeing anything else for you, so we'll go ahead and let you go. But thanks for joining us, and good luck Thursday at Wake Forest.
Well, Mark, we appreciate all you guys do for us at the conference office, and I want to wish all the coaches in the conference good luck this weekend, and hope they win them all.
All right, thanks, Coach. Talk to you next week.
Yes, sir.